This video is about as real and raw as it gets. I'm going to be sharing with you a shadow work tarot spread for Activism, and I'm going to be sharing some in-the-moment thoughts and feelings that are coming up for me at this time. I would encourage you to lean in if you feel called to, and there is a graphic for the tarot spread I'm going to be sharing on my Patreon for free, so do click the link to download that if you wish. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I really wanted to be able to streamline my thoughts and consider what I was going to say carefully so that this video could be as useful as possible, but ultimately I'm called to make this video now, and I'm recording the voiceover without showing my face at this point in time because I am so distressed, and I have been all day, and this is the regular really at the moment, as I'm sure it is for a lot of people. I've made a video already about the genocide currently occurring in Palestine and about my feelings about what we need to do and how as a community we can take action and speak out to raise awareness and educate ourselves and help others, to support others through dealing with this mentally, and some resources that are available and some other creators who are being very vocal and being very supportive within the community, as well as places to donate and petitions to sign and marches that are happening, etc. I am devastated, as so many people are. Daily, this is a thing. I know I need to protect myself, my mental health, and that is definitely something I've been trying to juggle since October. And obviously before, I explained in my previous video that, this is an area where I did need to educate myself more into the history of what is happening. I understand there are so many atrocities occurring in this world, and I can understand as well how nihilistic you can start to feel and how desperate and helpless you can start to feel. This video, by the way, obviously very real. I wanted at first to be able to share how I'm feeling so that other people wouldn't feel so lonely and scared if they are also feeling this way, if they're also in this place where they're seeing things and trying to be active and trying to speak out, trying to take as much action as they possibly can, but also finding it is impacting on their mental health, and that they're, struggling with this every day and struggling to complete mundane tasks. I think that it's a natural thing for this to be affecting everybody. It's impacting everybody, even those people who are turning a blind eye, even those people who are maybe just trying not to see it. And I understand, many people may have donated and signed petitions, but they don't want to see certain things. And I think it's important for people to protect themselves. But also at the same time, I feel that exposing myself to things that I never wanted to see has fueled me with a lot more rage and fire, which has been frightening and scary and terrifying and horrific. And I've been devastated by that. But at the same time, I'm more and more angry and more wrathful and more determined. I'm not going to say that there's one right way for you to go about this, but in terms of self-care, Kellyanne Maddox has made several videos about this, and yesterday made a video reflecting on some cards and coping with this at the moment. I'm sure many of you already follow Kellyanne, and I am a very, very small platform, but nonetheless, I felt it was so important to raise my voice and raise awareness as much as I could, and I am doing that as much as I can in my personal life as well. I don't think that it's possible to really put into words how devastating it is, how horrific. I very much understand why some people would feel very hopeless, and I really don't want others to feel how I've felt in these moments when I've been on the floor screaming and crying. Watching Kellyanne's video, I was reminded about doing what I can and about that need for hope, essentially, that, we are one human and we need to do what we can with what we have. A number of weeks ago, I crafted a tarot spread for tarot readers and any spiritual, magical, any folk to use within their practice. You can also use the prompts as journal prompts to support them at this time. I've written it in such a way that you could apply it to other tragedies and other horrific atrocities and injustices going on in the world. I wrote that and then continued to go about my day working or whatever it was I was doing. But I really feel that a way potentially that I could be of service to the community, at least that follows my content, folks who love tarot and folks who feel witchy and who have a magical path of their own, I feel that this could be something that would be helpful. So I'm going to share this spread with you all. I'm also going to create a graphic and I'm going to make that available on Patreon for free so that anybody can access that, and I'll put a link below for you. It's really a very simple, straightforward spread, so I'll put the prompts in the description box as well. You can go ahead and access the file for the prompt if you wish on Patreon for free, so you don't need to subscribe to me or anything over there. It's just an offering that I remembered that I had already created a few weeks back and haven't done anything with. I haven't even used it myself yet, so I wondered if it could be useful for some people, and for some people it may not be useful, but even if it's not useful for you, if you think it might be useful for someone else, please do pass it on. It's a small offering at the moment. I will also say that taking care of yourself is really important, and I know it can feel unimportant, or it can feel a bit like, oh, well, selfish if I'm, over here worrying about how I feel and taking care of it. But you are experiencing life from your perspective and you need to take care of yourself. You need to prioritize your own mental health, and I am definitely coming to the point where I need to take a break from seeing certain things for at least a day or two, and that's important. I will say it's definitely a challenge because I work on social media, so being exposed to it is kind of naturally happening. I really also don't want to perpetuate fear, and I don't want to perpetuate this division and this separation that a lot of people are feeling. I am horrified at the world leaders, and I really, really am shocked. Still, nothing is happening. We have to keep going. I guess from this low point that I'm at right now, sharing the real, raw, honest truth about where I am at, I can say as well that my DMs are open to talk to anyone who is really struggling at the moment. Like, I don't have all the answers. I really, really don't. And I've reached out to a few people within the community myself to ask for support, to ask for guidance around, getting unpleasant responses from people or whatever, or just feeling incredibly sad about it. And it's wonderful to reach out to people. I would just like to say that if anybody needs to talk about how they're feeling at this point in time because of the stuff that is going on, I am available to talk, and I might not be able to respond straight away, but I'm there. Please do reach out, especially if you feel that you're struggling. And obviously do what you need to do, take care of yourself. And as I said in my previous video though, please don't just ignore it. So if you've not signed a petition or donated, if you can, if you have money to donate, if you've not taken action in any way, any small way that you can, and you know that you can within your limitations, I please just beg of you to do that. Even if that's just speaking to the people that you live with or that you know, or on the phone speaking to a friend about it and asking them to do something as well, to sign a petition, because every single little action we take together will help. I don't want to create more division or fear or pain, but there is so much happening in the world and we need to witness it, and especially those, I believe, who are in a place of privilege. I know I myself am in a place of privilege, very much so, and I am bearing witness to all of this, and I am doing everything I can within my power, which doesn't feel like very much at this point, but I am strengthened by the voices who are speaking out within this niche community. I'm strengthened every time I see a celebrity or someone who has a large following speaking out, because this is just something beyond anything I could ever imagine. My heart and prayers go out to every single soul, baby, child, woman, man who has suffered and is suffering. And I am praying as well every single day that people will be speaking out, and that will reach the hearts of the people in leadership positions in the world, our world leaders, and that it will impact them in the heart, and they will be moved. They will have to move. They will have to change this. Lifting up my prayers. And I also do hope that you take care of yourselves, stay well and safe, and please do what you can. Please speak out. The tarot spread to work with for activism is as follows. And of course, if you wish to use these as journal prompts, you may wish to journal around what the story is here, if you are understanding the story, where you're getting your sources from, and how you can also better educate yourself, where you can find sources that are reliable, and make sure that you have a full picture. The first prompt is, how do I feel about this injustice? The second prompt is, what am I not seeing? The third prompt is, what am I avoiding facing? The fourth prompt is, why am I afraid to look at this? The fifth prompt is, what shadow is this highlighting for me? The sixth prompt is, how can I take action towards supporting this cause? The seventh prompt is, how can I give myself care and support at this time? And the eighth prompt is, how can I support and uplift my community and raise awareness? Thank you for listening. Many blessings. Bye.